let me have your attention. Level 0 here, okay? Let me have your attention. So, in just a minute, through these doors up here, we're going to have our veterans come in. They're going to come over here and sit. So when they come in, listen carefully. When they come in, we're going to stand up and we're going to just clap for them. We don't have to cheer loud, just clapping. Now we're going to be standing for a little while, so let me explain. After they're all over here, we're going to do something called the moment of silence where we're all very quiet. Okay? And then we're going to do our pledge. And then the choir is going to sing the national anthem. So we're going to stay standing for all that. So we're going to be standing up for a little bit. And then we'll sit down and relax and get ready for our assembly, okay? All right, so remember, when they come in, we're going to stand up and clap, and we're going to stay standing until after we're done the national anthem, after they get done their first song. Okay? Thumbs up, you good? All right. Welcome again to everyone to our Veterans Day Assembly. We're going to start our assembly like we did last year, and we're going to have a moment of silence. And we're going to do this for us, because you guys sometimes are going to be at a place and they're going to do a moment of silence, and we want you to be able to practice it. And we're also doing it to honor any of our veterans who have passed away, maybe this year or several years ago. So we want to take a few moments to be very quiet. And then after that, I'm going to have Abe come down and we're going to do our pledge. Okay, you ready? Great job, thank you. Abe, come on down, stay standing. We're going to do our pledge and the national anthem, so we're going to stay standing for those.
Abe, not you, not that Abe.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
job. Stay standing. Great job. You guys may be seated now. Thank you. Great job. So I do want to officially welcome. You just heard them. They're going to sing a couple more songs here for us. But this is the Derigo High School Choir. All right. Many of these students here once sat right where you guys are sitting and celebrating veterans too. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. H, and he's going to tell us what songs we're going to hear.
My name is Mr. Hamilane, and I teach music at the middle school and the high school, so I can't wait for you guys to come up and join us in just a couple years, or I guess 1 year for where are my fifth graders at? There you are. I'll see you guys next year at lunch. I have lunch to do with you. We have one very special song for the veterans today. We're going to dedicate it to our veterans. It's called River Song, and it's about making good choices and following your heart, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
So we thank them in the cafeteria, but we have a tradition here. It's going to get loud for a second, so I want to warn you. So over there in the cafeteria, we had some people from Region 9, and they cooked a beautiful breakfast for our veterans. Beautiful breakfast with lots of yummy food. So we're going to give them a big cougar roar here on the count of 3. Wait, not yet, right? We want them to be able to hear it. They're packing up. They might already be on their way back to Region 9, but we want them to be able to hear it, okay? So we're going to give a big cougar roar. You guys ready? All right, 1, 2, 3. Great job. Yeah, we want to thank them. They have been helping us out with that for many, many years, and we love our partnership with Region 9's Culinary Arts Program. All right, so you have to bear with me because I'm going to switch to some videos and different things, so it's going to take a little bit. But we are here to celebrate Veterans Day, and some of you are like, I'm not quite sure what a veteran is or why we have Veterans Day. So I'm going to show you a short 2-minute video that hopefully will explain that for you. So just give me a second to get it set up.
Once a year, we have a federal holiday to celebrate all the people who have served in the United States military. It's called Veterans Day. Let's find out how it started. A long time ago, there was a very big war called World War I. Many countries fought against each other for over 4 years. The war ended on the 11th day of the 11th month, at 11 o'clock in the morning. That's why November 11th is a special day for many people. But then there came another big war, World War II. Soldiers from all around the world again fought each other. After this war, people decided to celebrate all veterans, past and present, on November 11th. We call it Veterans Day. On this day, we show our respect for people in all areas of the military: the Army, the Navy, the Marines, the Coast Guard, the Air Force, and the Space Force. Veterans Day is a holiday across the country. In many towns and cities, there are parades with marching bands and flags. Sometimes there are air shows where airplanes do tricks in the sky. All of these celebrations remind us to be thankful for the people who protect the United States.
Yeah, you can clap for that. So now, hopefully, now if you've been here before, you probably knew what veterans were, and you probably know why we celebrate Veterans Day. But if you're new to our school, maybe this is new to you, this tradition that we have. So tomorrow is actually Veterans Day. November 11th is tomorrow. And so tomorrow we have that day off from school. And so it's my hope that, number one, you can tell your grown-ups at home, this is why we have this day off from school. And then number two, if you know a veteran, maybe you're related to one or you know one, you can say thank you to them, right? And there's lots of ways to say thank you. You can just say thank you for your service. You can say thank you, and you can write them a card. Some of you have done that and have made veterans gifts for the veterans here. So there's lots of different things you can do to say thank you to our veterans. All right, at this time, our kindergarten classrooms are going to sing for us, so they're going to come up front here and get set up. They have a couple songs they're going to sing for our veterans. So our kindergarten classes are going to sing Grand Old Flag and then Veterans Day song, okay?
white and blue, as proud can be, to show that I remember those who fought for me. I will wave my flag proudly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's all say thank you. We will all say thank you on this special day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's all say thank you. We will all say thank you on Veterans Day.
All right, great job, kindergartners. Thank you for that. Excellent job. We're going to let them sit down and we'll keep going here. All right, so students, over the past 3 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks, we've been doing a fundraiser. And we've been doing a fundraiser for a group called Operation Reboot. And so Operation Reboot is a group that was started actually by someone who graduated from Garyville High School. And their mission is really to work with veterans, law enforcement, and people to kind of help them after they're out of the Army or the military, and support them through various activities like hunting and fishing and different things that they do. They've served over 600 veterans and law enforcement people since they started in 2019, and we started working with them as far as raising some money as part of our Veterans Day celebration, because we want to kind of give back to groups that are supporting our veterans in our community. So we started that a few years ago with some different challenges as far as seeing how much money we could raise. And veterans, you might have noticed out in the hallway, there's hundreds of these cougar cubs that are hanging up there. And if you were really good and you could do the math, you might have been able to figure out how much money we raised, because each of those cougar cubs represents $5 that the students raised. So this is some pictures of Operation Reboot. As you can tell, again, it's a group that works with different veterans. They take them on moose hunt and different hunts, fishing. Throughout the year, they do ice fishing and different things as well. And where did Abe take off to? He was here. Abe, come on in. So Abe is somebody who works with Operation Reboot. And he's going to help us out this morning because we're going to do two things. We had some students that earned quite a bit of money. They brought in a lot of money. And we're going to get to our grand total in just a second, but we're going to first recognize some students that really went above and beyond. So we had 35 students participate, 10 students raised $50 or more, and we had 7 students this year, 3 more than last year that raised over $100 as part of our fundraiser. So we're going to recognize them at this time. So Olivia Landrivan, who raised 100. Come on down, Olivia. We got some Operation Reboot swag for you. Is she here? Here she comes. So Olivia is going to get a t-shirt and a nice winter hat from Operation Reboot. And next, we had Emily Coulombe, who raised $120. So Emily, come on down. So she's also getting a t-shirt and a hat from Operation Reboot. Next, we had Ashton St. Germain, who raised $160. Devin Knowles, we got a donation for $200. Now the next two I'm going to call up together. This is a brother and sister that worked hard, and they each raised $790 each. So Warren and Hazel Belgard, could you please come up here? So Warren and Hazel are going to get a sweatshirt and a hat from Operation Reboot. So Warren and Hazel's had about $300 each, and then they did a bottle drive that raised over $1,000 by themselves for Operation Reboot. So awesome job. Now, if you've been here for the past few years, you're probably not surprised at the name that I have left on this. But you might be surprised at how much money this individual raised this year for Operation Reboot. So I'm going to call Easton Palmer down. So Easton raised just over $1,600 this year for Operation Reboot. Now, that brings his total somewhere around over $5,000 since we've been starting to do this by himself. Like this is somebody who's really committed. He works hard at it for not just the 2 weeks, he works hard at it for many weeks. And so Operation Reboot, because he's been up here every year as our leading person, wanted to do something special for Easton. And so they are going to send him to a Boston Celtics game. Now Easton, you're going to need a ride down there. I have a car. I guess that's a no. So a big, let's give all of these guys and all of you that helped a big round of applause. Excellent job. So, last year, as a school, we raised $2,505 for Operation Reboot. That was a lot. This year, we have a few fewer students in the building this year, so the challenge was, let's try to get to 2,000. That was the challenge we had. And this year, you guys, all together, raised $4,351 for Operation Reboot. That is awesome. So I have to check in here, Craig, and he's going to make sure our Operation Reboot gets it. Awesome job, guys. Very awesome job. All right. I have one more video to show, and then we're going to get to honoring our veterans. And some of you might recognize some of yourselves in this video. So just give me a second to put the video on.
Veterans Day. We love you, Dad. Happy Veterans Day, Papa. Happy Veterans Day. I want to wish my dad Happy Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day, Dad. Thank you for this service, Uncle Gary. Yes, third graders. We want to welcome you to our school. Thank you for our service. Happy Veterans Day, Jack. I love you, Happy. Thank you for your service, Dad. I love you, thank you. Thank you for your service, Dad. I love you. Happy Veterans Day, Papa. Thank you for your service. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your service. Happy Veterans Day, Dennis. I love you, Ethan. Thank you, veterans, for your service. I love you, Uncle Alex. Happy Veterans Day. I love you, Dad. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your service, Dad. Happy Veterans Day, Scotty, Aunt Debbie, and Louie. Day, Grandpa. Thank you for your service. I love you. Thank you for your service. Happy Veterans Day, Papa.
Happy Veterans Day, Ren. I love you.
Thank you for your service, Dad. Thank you for your service, Grandpa. Thanks for serving. Thank you, Chris. Yes, fifth graders. We would like to welcome veterans. Thank you for your service. Happy Veterans Day. I love you, Grandpa. Happy Veterans Day, Dad. Thank you for your service, Grandpa. Happy Veterans Day.
Thank you for your service, Harry.
Happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your service, Dad. Happy Veterans Day, Great Grandpa.
Thank you for your service, Grandpa.
Happy Veterans Day, Grandpa. I love you.
To my Uncle Jim and all veterans, thank you for your service. Happy Veterans Day, Dad.
Happy Veterans Day, Papa. Happy Veterans Day, Big Beth. Thank you for your service. Happy
All right, so one of my favorite things to put together each year. All right, at this time we're going to honor our veterans. So this year we are giving them a tumbler that says, some of them say Darragh Elementary School, some of them have the logo on it. All right, so I do want to thank Mrs. Johnston, who used to be a teacher here. She put all of these on here for us. She's not going to stand up and wave. I know she's not, but we can give her a clap, can't we? Thank you, Laura. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read our veterans' names, and so students, I know we like to applaud, okay? We're going to do all of our clapping at the end, all right? So that we can go through these names. So I'm going to read their name, and I'm going to read a little bit about them, and I'm going to read who they're here with, and if that is you, we want you to come up here. Miss Wainwright's going to give you one of these boxes. Miss Giroux is going to give you one of these boxes, and she's going to have you give that to your veteran. Make sure you give them a big hug or a high five, and thank them for coming. Okay? Remember, we're going to clap at the end. At the end. Hold those hands. All right, our first veteran is Robert Archambault. The student is Nicholas Pierce. He's the grandpa of Nicholas, and he served in the Navy from 1994 to 1998. Nicholas, come on up. There we go. It's going to be an well-oiled machine here in just a second. All right, our second one is Debbie Arsenault, who is a friend of Easton Palmer and Caitlin Larson, aunt to them, and served in the Army from 1979 to 1988. Next, we have Jim Arsenault, who is relative of Miss Holmquist, uncle to Miss Holmquist, served in the Army from 1969 to 1972. Next, we have Nathaniel Boucher, who is the father to Casely Boucher, served in the Navy from 2014 to 2016. Casely Boucher. Next, we have Sue Bro, who is an honorary grandmother to Oakley Cole, served in the Navy from 1977 to 1998. Next, we have Joseph Brennick, who is the grandpa to Lucas Johnston, who served in the Marines from 1965 to 1969. And while Lucas is down here, we have Christine Horvega, who is Lucas's aunt, who served in the Army from 1997 to 2001. Next, we have William Biot, who is the uncle to Olivia Landrivan, who served in the Army from 1962 to 1964. William Biot is also the great-great-uncle to Allison Smith and Max Smith. Next, we have Dale Carlton, who is the great-grandpa to Ashton St. Germain, who served in the Air Force from 1965 to 1969. Next, we have Arthur Clifford, who is the Pepe to Eliana Clifford, who served in the Navy. Next, we have Matthew Colpitts, who is the son of Mrs. Colpitts and the brother to Miss Colpitts, served in the Marines and the Navy from 2005 to 2016. Next, we have Kyle Caudill, who is the dad of Addie Caudill, who served in the Marines from 2004 to 2008. Next, we have Garen Courtway, who is the dad to Vivian Courtway, who served in the Marines from 2004 to 2013. Next, we have Gary Dolliff, who is the uncle to Link Alcott and Hadley Dolliff, who served in the Army. Next, we have Cindy Dunham, Grammy to Emmeline Dunham, served in the U.S. Navy. Next, we have Charles Estabrook, who is the dad to Elena and Kerrigan Estabrook, who served in the Army from 2010 to 2013. So our next veteran is a special veteran. He is our oldest veteran here, who actually served during World War II. We would like to welcome Cleon Fletcher, who is the grandpa and great-grandpa to Mrs. Fletcher and Mrs. Nelson, who served in the Merchant Marines in the Army from 1943 to 1944. Let's stand and give our World War II vet a big round of applause. Next, we have Dennis Gagne, who is the stepdad to Stella and Cheyenne Norman, who served in the Army for 24 years. Next, we have Jack Gaudette, who is the family friend to Chloe, Haley, and Ollie Young, who served in the Army from 1975 to 2011. Our next veteran is Gary Giroux, who is the dad of Miss Giroux, who served in the Navy from 1969 to 1974. Next, we have Everett Gray, who is the grandfather to Isabella Reed, who served in the Army from 1990 to 1989. Next, we have Nathan Harrison, who is the father to Lillian Harrison, who served in the Army from 2006 to 2008. Next, we have Donald Hebert, who is the dad to Harper and Reed Hebert, who served in the Army from 1993 to 1997. Next, we have Elliot Hogenkamp, who is the dad to Abigail and Caleb Hogenkamp, who served in the Army from 2006 to 2014. Next, we have Brent Houghton, who is the stepdad to Hayden Stewart, who served in the Army from 2013 to 2016. Our next veteran is Scott Kildreth, who is the dad and friend of Mrs. Irish and Easton Palmer's friend. And Scott served in the Navy from 1975 to 1981. Next, we have Stan Knight, who is the great-grandfather to Nolan Blanchard, who served in the Air Force. Next, we have Nicholas Krakovich, who is the father to Paisley Krakovich, who served in the Army from 2015 to the present time. Next is Alex LeBlanc, who is the uncle to Amelia and Oakley LeBlanc, served in the Army from 2011 to 2019. Next, we have Lou Marin, who is a friend to Easton Palmer, who served in the Air Force from 1991 to 2011. Next, we have Seth McPherson, who is the father to Hannah and Silas McPherson, who served in the Army from 2004 to 2024. Next, we have Joe McVeigh, who is my uncle and Caden's uncle. And Joe served in the Navy from 1956 to 1978. Next, we have David Merrill, who is the grandfather to Ivy and Asa Mealy, who served in the Air Force from 1971 to 1975. And also, Alex Mealy, who is the dad to Asa and Ivy Mealy, who served in the Navy for 4 years. Next, we have Mr. Sean Murphy, who is a DES retiree. He served in the U.S. Air Force from 1985 to 2011. Our next veteran is Wayne Putnam, who is the grandfather to Amelia Virgin, who served in the Marines in 1972. Our next veteran is Jared Richards, who is the dad to Harper Richards, who served in the Air Force from 2007 to 2011. Our next veteran is William Schuster, who is the papa to Emily Coulomb and the dad to Kayla Coulomb. William served in the Army from 1967 to 1969. Next, we have William Skidgel, who is a great-grandfather to Emmeline Provencher, who served in the Navy from 1961 to 1966. Next, we have Harry Snowman, who is the uncle to Mrs. Robbins and a family friend to Ella Johnson and Mrs. Johnson. Served in the Army from 1969 to 1990. Next, we have Raymond Hakala, who is the grandfather to Kaya Thompson and father to Mrs. Thompson, served in the Air Force from 1966 to 1970. Next, we have Robert Tyner III, who is the grandfather to Noah Dow, who served in the Coast Guard for 8 years. Our next veteran is Jim Terrio, who is the dad of Miss Jen, who served in the U.S. Navy from 1968 to 1974. Next, we have Kenny Toothaker, who is the grandfather to Stella O'Connor, who served in the Air Force from 1981 to 1985. Our next veteran is David Tyler, who's a great uncle to Hazel and Warren Belgard, and also my uncle and Caden's uncle, served in the Army from 1982 to 2007. Next, we have Bruce Well, who's a family friend of Daniel Whittaker, who served in the Navy from 1967 to 1973. Next, we have Stephen Weston, who is the grandpa to Autumn Davenport, who served in the United States Marine Corps from 1968 to 1974. Our next veteran is Edwin Williams, who is the dad to Stephanie Williams, who served in the Marines for 4 years. Next, we have John Wilson, who is the grandfather to Adeline and Jackson Berthume, who served in the Army from 1970 to 1975. And our next veteran is Charles Fletcher, who is the grandfather to Savannah Beauregard Fletcher, who served in the Navy in 1976. Veterans, did I forget anybody? Because we tried to check you off when you came in, so you might have snuck in on us. So just pause, we're gonna recognize one more here. Somebody snuck in on us. So this is Alan Patterson, who is related to Harper and Reed Ebert, who served in the Navy. All right, you guys have been sitting on those hands for a long time. Let's give a big round of applause to our veterans who are here today. around just for a second. I'm just going to wrap up here. So, again, today we are honoring some special people, some heroes in our community. Many of you out there are connected to them, so hopefully you had a chance to give them a hug and say hi or to wave to them today. I also want you to remember tomorrow when we have no school, hopefully you remember to tell your grown-ups, I know why we don't have school today, and this is the reason. And if you know a veteran, make sure you just give them a simple thank you. I know they'll appreciate that. We want to thank them all for coming. It was a rainy day, so not always fun to come out in the rain, but we want to thank them for coming. We want to thank our choir for coming to perform for us today. And I want to thank you guys, because you guys were an awesome audience today. You guys did a really great job in this. Excellent job. All right, at this time, we're going to invite our pre-K friends to go ahead and stand and make your way back to your classrooms. Thank you, and I know somebody that's not invited next year. Veterans, I'm going to clear this path up here. If you want to sneak out this door, it'll be a little quicker for you.